last one to die was in 2000, a man who stayed here, all his life. The only one to stay, really. Yeah. Now, of course, there was opportunity to emigrate. Many Jewish people left and went to the United States. The state of Israel was created in 1948, so Jewish people were entitled to live there from that time onwards as well. But think why so few came back. Many couldn't come back because they'd been killed, obviously, but many just came back to find that they weren't welcome here anymore. Property had changed hands. Their property had been given away to other people, and those people who acquired that property weren't going to give it back to the Jewish people. So a town that had over 50%, nearly 60% Jewish population reduced to zero Jewish population within a few years after the Second World War. So again, it's that sense of what's lost, isn't it? What's taken away by the Holocaust. Not just what was done in the Holocaust, but what disappears because of the Holocaust. The communities, the rights of people that were here before the war, and the thought, actually, do I want to go back there anymore? Because what had happened there previously.
So you're now in Birkenau, and Birkenau was the most evil place ever existed, created for the mass murder of Jews. What happens if you wanted to come here and be an observant Jew? You wanted to go to synagogue, you wanted to pray every morning, you wanted to have kosher food? Well, you're mad, because that's not going to happen here. You don't come here to be Jewish, you come here to die. That's it, there's no other. You might be asked to work for a few weeks, months till you drop dead, but in essence that's it. So I want to read you something quite remarkable by Elie Wiesel. I'm sure many of you have heard of Elie Wiesel. You hear more about him on the selection ramp. He was a inmate of Auschwitz. He says the following: I was lucky enough, if I may be forgiven that expression, to have a former great rabbi of Galician origin as a teammate. Now again, when you think of teammates in your lives, in our lives, we think of someone on the same football team as us, someone on the same quiz team, whatever it is, it's something fun we're doing, our team. Not here. I can see us now, carrying bags of cement or large stones, pushing wheelbarrows filled with sand or mud, all the while studying a law of the Mishnah or a page of the Talmud. They were studying Jewish law, they were studying Jewish texts. My teammate knew it all by heart. There were no books, there were no words, there were no texts. His partner, his teammate, knew it by heart and they would discuss it. And thanks to him, says Wiesel, we were able to escape. What does he mean? No one escaped from Auschwitz-Birkenau. You only escaped either, God forbid, through the chimneys, smoke, or when you were liberated in January 1945. So what he's saying doesn't make sense. We're able to escape. What's Wiesel saying? What do you think? Mentally. We all do it, not quite in the same extreme. You're in school, you're bored. I mean, no one's ever bored. I'm sure you have wonderful schools. But let's say you're in a lesson and you're not, whatever, you know it, whatever. Your mind wanders. You're, a football match, you're at a party, your mind can go somewhere where your body isn't. Sometimes we need to do that for our own mental health, but sometimes it just happens. Wiesel did it because he was able to do it. He wasn't going to some crazy place, he was going into Jewish mysticism, Jewish wisdom, Jewish learning. He was able to escape mentally and spiritually from this hell. It's an amazing thing. And he writes, we went to Rabbi Hanina ben Dosa, he was a rabbi of the Talmud, and begged him to pray for us. We accosted Reish Lakish, would he use his strength to free us? We wandered the alleys of Galilee and the hills of Jerusalem. I listened to sages debating day and night. That was his life here. Physically a slave, spiritually a free man.